Welcome back to another cooking class video. I'm your host, Anna, with the Bell County Public Health District WIC program. And today we are collaborating with a local nonprofit organization known as the UnIncluded Club. You'll have the opportunity to meet with the executive director, Dory, and the chef instructor, Irma. Chef Irma is going to show us how to take our WIC approved foods and turn them into a delicious Jamaican dish. So stick around. Hey Dory.
Hi Anna, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for inviting us here today.
Yes.
I'm super excited to be here. I know the UnIncluded Club is making a huge impact in our community.
Yes.
So can you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself, what the UnIncluded Club is, and its mission?
Absolutely. Well, my name is Dory Collins. I'm the executive director of the UnIncluded Club. UnIncluded has been founded here in Temple. I am from Temple. Went to school here, was an educator here, an administrator here, and then I found UnIncluded Club as my work. I've been here now for 6 years, and we have developed programs. Our organizational mission is to be unincluded from habits and lifestyles that lead to unwellness in ourselves, our families, and our communities. And so we have programs too that we use to fulfill that mission. Yes.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about the projects that you're doing currently to help fulfill that mission and vision.
So our programmatic mission is to be unincluded from illiteracy, childhood obesity, and giving up. And so we have 3 programs that fulfill that mission. We have our Kids Read Literacy program. It stands for Reading for Encouragement, Action, and Discovery. We have our Urban Ag program where we actually grow our own food and we cook with it. And we have an entrepreneur aspect of that where our kids are selling the food that they grow. And that helps us be unincluded from childhood obesity. And then we have our To Teach Us to Learn Twice leadership program, which helps us be unincluded from giving up. And that is simply just raising our high schoolers and our middle schoolers to be leaders in their community.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That is great. Wow, that's awesome. If people want to know more about your program and your different projects, what can they do to learn more about?
So our website is www.unincluded.org, and we also have a Facebook page, so you can like us on Facebook, and that is what we update primarily, and so you can keep up with what we're doing there. And we are actually going into investing in a business so that we can have a source of revenue for UnIncluded Club and be more self-sustainable. So we'd love for people to check that out, and you'll have information on Facebook about that and on our website. So we'd love for people to support us in that also.
Okay, well that's awesome. That's really making a great step to becoming a sustainable program.
Yes.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I know you mentioned microgreens.
Absolutely. So we sell our microgreens. That is the main crop. The sunflower microgreen is the main crop that we grow here, and we sell it in a local restaurant, Trino's. You can also buy it right here at the urban farm, and so we also put that out on Facebook and our website, so you can go check it out and get you some nutritious microgreens.
Yes, and I've tried the microgreens before. They are delicious. They provide a great crunch, so I had it to like salads and sandwiches, everything I could think of. So that is awesome.
Replace your lettuce with the microgreen.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dory, for sharing this moment. Like I said, I'm excited.
Yes,
so
I am
let's see
too.
what Chef Irma has for us today. Hey Chef Irma, how are you doing today?
Hi Hannah, I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing great. Well, this looks delicious. But before we get started cooking, can you please introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about where you're from and your passion for cooking.
I'm Chef Irma. I'm originally from Jamaica. Came to the United States when I was 14 years old. Joined the United States Army. Spent 22 years doing that. After I got out of the Army, I decided to open my own Jamaican restaurant right here in Temple, Texas. And I have been doing that. I did that for 3 years, and then I went into catering. I love to share my cultural food with the world.
Oh, good. And that's exactly why we have you here today, because we want to learn how to make this traditional dish. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to make today?
So today I am going to make a traditional Jamaican dish, rice and peas, but I'm going to put a little twist on it. I'm going to use brown rice, is WIC approved.
Yes.
And with that, I'm going to serve it with some brown stew chicken and some sauteed cabbage.
Oh, awesome. All right. So let's go over a few of the main ingredients. What do we have here?
So the main ingredients is rice, kidney beans, and Jamaicans call it peas. So we always say rice and peas, not rice and beans, rice and peas. We put thyme, garlic, butter, and we're substituting a habanero pepper for a Scotch bonnet pepper. It's not gonna burn you. I'll show you where it's not gonna burn you up. Scallion, salt, and coconut milk.
I know habanero peppers are super hot, but I love them. I want to talk a little bit about your peas. They are WIC approved. You've chosen small red beans, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What I like about brown rice and beans, when you couple them together, they make what's called a complete protein.
Yes.
The essential amino acids that beans lack are found in rice, and the essential amino acids that rice lacks is found in beans. So when you couple it together, it makes it more complete. And so I love that about that.
And also, rice and beans feed a lot of people. It goes a long way for the family. So I want to show you today how to cook brown rice quickly. And it's called a spaghetti method. And so you have a pot of water boiling like how you would cook spaghetti. Put the brown rice in and let it boil for about 10 minutes. And your brown rice is cooked. You are not cooking all day long watching it. When is that brown rice gonna cook? I can't be bothered to eat brown rice because, you know, it's taking too long to cook. But in 10 minutes, the brown rice is gonna be cooked.
Wow. So you keep it on a high heat.
Yes, and just boil it like spaghetti.
For you parents at home, add this to your cooking method. You know, this is a great option. And like you said, it's 10 minutes and it's done. So that makes it really fast. So definitely something I will try at home.
I have some pre-made brown rice already cooked. If you're gonna do the rice and peas with the brown rice, you don't have to cook it for the whole 10 minutes. Cut it a little bit short because you're gonna add with your rice and peas about a cup of liquid. That includes, this is like 2 cups of liquid to your peas. So you want it to cook a little bit. I wash the beans, and you can have the kids watch the beans.
Yeah, so on WIC, of course, you get dry beans and canned beans are both WIC approved. Now you've chosen to cook using dry beans.
Yes.
And I think this is a good way to get kids involved in the kitchen. Have them sort the beans and pull out any of the imperfected.
Just wash it, and you can soak it overnight in the refrigerator.
So do you like to add any aromatics to your beans, like garlic or bay leaves, or any other tips that you could provide?
When we're combining the rice, that's when I start adding all the aromatics.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And I'm gonna season, what we call season the pot. So the pot is already boiling. I'm gonna add garlic, butter, the coconut milk, scallion or green onions for some people, thyme, tablespoon of salt, and you can use less salt if you have to watch your salt intake. And the goal is to get the rice to change to the beans color. It's not a wet finish, it's a more flaky finish. I'm gonna add the habanero pepper, and I don't burst it, it's not broken, and you just put it on top and cover the pot. And so you don't agitate it to where it's gonna burst in the pot. You turn the heat down and let it simmer till it's finished. While the rice and peas is cooking, we're gonna wait for all the water to evaporate. And it's still got a little bit to go. And the color of the rice is changing to where it's taking on the color of the peas. Our pot is hot on a medium heat. We're gonna put some olive oil if you'd like, or you can use your favorite vegetable oil. You can cut your cabbage however you would like, but I have it cut this way right now for display purposes, to plate it real nice on the plate.
Ah, okay.
I like my vegetables crisp. So
Well, I think that's a great cutting technique that you have there. It's almost like a fillet of cabbage.
Yes. All I do is pinch of salt and pepper and black pepper.
Salt helps pull out that water that's in the vegetables.
I don't necessarily put the use vinegar on a regular basis in cabbage, but a lot of people like that in the American cuisine. But I like the smell. Then I would add some red onions. And I'm gonna keep it whole also for display purposes.
I've said this so many times on our videos that we always encourage our families to eat the rainbow, meaning to eat fruits and vegetables of different colors to make sure your little ones and your whole entire family are getting the nutrients that they need for the day. And I'm with you on the cabbage. I prefer that crunch.
Yes. And I let it cook for maybe, saute it up about 5 minutes. That's pretty much it for my vegetables.
Are there any fruits and vegetables that are native to Jamaica that you don't get to eat here in the States?
A star apple. It's a purple outside and in the middle it's kind of white. And then something called the Ethiopian apple. It's a more soft, it's red on the outside and white on the inside, really soft. So fruits that I like here that we're getting here in the United States really a lot now is mangoes.
Mango,
yes. It's brown stew chicken. And it's just any part of your favorite chicken you like or the whole chicken cut up, seared. Seared meaning as far as browning the chicken and cooking it down into a stew with tomatoes, onion, and garlic.
So I want to talk a little bit about parents that struggle with picky eaters. When you think of broccoli, raw broccoli tastes very different than steamed broccoli or even broccoli covered in cheese. Don't get discouraged. It may take a dozen times before a child actually tastes the food, much less like it.
So I'm placing on here for a final touch is our pea microgreens grown by the UnIncluded Club. This is our completed plate of our brown rice and peas, brown stew chicken, sauteed cabbage, bell peppers, and red onions with our pea microgreens complete.
Thank you, Chef Irma, for this amazing dish. Thank you, Dory, for again inviting us here today. I've learned so much. I know our viewers have learned a lot as well. So we appreciate you guys, and I just want to thank you.
WIC is now offering recipes and cooking classes via video online, so you can learn from home. We're here to nourish, support, and empower you.